Celtic manager Billy McNeill has adjusted his lineup for what he obviously sees as a crucial match. Tommy Coyne is not eligible, and Andy Walker is on the bench with Anton Rogan returning at left back and Tommy Barnes pushing forward to wear the number 11 shorts. And there's a place in the starting lineup for Frank McAvennie, who received a mixed reception from the Celtic fans after the revelations of the last week, and he'll be anxious to make a convincing start to the match. Alan McLaren passed the fitness test this morning, so Hearts are only one enforced change from their European heroes who lost out in Munich on Tuesday. Kenny Black's domestic suspension still applies, so Ian Ferguson wears the number 10 jersey and switches the formation to an attacking 4-3-3. And a key man up front will be the former Celtic player John Cahoon, who cost just £50,000 in 1985, and he was the player so unlucky in front of goal in Munich. And despite the dreadful overhead conditions which have prevailed in Glasgow all day, a huge crowd inside Celtic Park, certainly must be approaching 50,000 people. And the referee David Syme has just been given the honour of handling the Bayern Munich against Napoli UEFA Cup semi-final second leg, and that's a tribute to his standing in Europe. So an incredible atmosphere inside Celtic Park for this match, which is so vital for both clubs. Both clearly see this as the major event for the rest of the season. If they're to retain interest in competitive play, then Roy Aitken certainly knows for Celtic that remaining in the cup is very important, with league chances receding week by week. For Hearts going out of Europe in such an unfortunate fashion. There's a lot of booing and cheering simultaneously for McAvennie. Levine's tackle on McAvennie. The Celtic players looking towards referee Syme for a penalty, which he's not interested in. There's Cahoon away from McCarthy. Ferguson finds Bannon. Back with McKinley. McCarthy in quickly ahead of Cahoon. Peter Grant's pass, there's McAvennie going in behind the Hearts defence. McLaren's tackle. And Henry Smith goes down, and still McAvennie in possession. No one waiting in the middle, spreading green right ball. McAvennie did well for Celtic, throwing it in his chest. The tackle came in from Alan McLaren. McAvennie evaded that, was beaten away by Smith. McAvennie had no support. Galloway. Oh, what a tremendous cup tie this is. Not switching from one end to the other. Tremendous pace. Down goes Peter Grant. Is up for McAvennie once again, was the whistling from some otherwise minded Celtic fans. Aitken, Rogan. Carson was there with McAvennie. Foul given, I think, for pushing by McAvennie on McPherson right inside the 6-yard box. We'll see it from this angle. And that was adjudged the foul by referee Syme. Headed forward by McCarthy. Here goes Mark McGhee. Celtic are ahead. That is the heartbreaker again from Mark McGhee. 17 minutes into the first half. Creating the simplest fashion by Mick McCarthy. Powerful header. McGhee in behind the defence. Smith couldn't get there quickly enough. And deadly finishing once again by Mark McGhee. Celtic are ahead with McGhee's 15th goal of the season. Top square. No free kick given as Buns goes down. Throw goes to Celtic though. There's McAvennie. Morris keeps it in. This is McStay. Making for the byline. McAvennie again, and it's headed over by Levine. Well, Hearts now hanging on grimly. This ball driven in by Frank McAvennie, and Levine was happy to send it well over the crossbar for the corner. But Celtic going for the kill, and Hearts trying to hang on desperately. Marking McCarthy. Punched away by Smith. Grant returns it. The offside flag is up on the far side. Celtic forward slow coming out. Leaving Neil still in the director's box for Celtic. Grant forcing it towards Stark. Morris has enough pace to get there ahead of Ferguson. Galloway's header. Up goes McCarthy. Now Stark. And Barnes looking for Rogan to come in the overlap. Fullback doesn't let him down. Going at Alan McLaren. Fine ball across. McPherson wins it for Hearts. This is Morris. Feels the handball against Galloway. Waved aside. Back with Grant. McStay looking for McAvennie and getting a second chance. Stark doing well. Here's Aitken. Well tackled by McKay, allowing Cahoon to break. Aitken's pace is tested by Cahoon, who needs help in the middle. And very calm, sensible defensive play by Peter Grant. Ferguson approaching from the far corner of the box, but good, swift attacking play this by John Cahoon. Aitken couldn't get to him in time, and there was Grant conceding the corner. Bannon's corner kick. There's Ferguson! It's skidded off the head of Mick McCarthy. That was a fine opportunity for Ian Ferguson. Well, watch the way McCarthy gets to this. It skids off the top of his head. Fast snap chance there for Ferguson, which he couldn't take. Galloway's header. Rogan towards McAvennie, and Levine was in the way. McLaren going up well. There's McKay, a foul against Barnes. With a challenge on McLaren. Up goes Rogan. Here's Gary McKay. Bannon's made a good run. This is promising for Hearts. Nobody there, and Stark who clears up. He was fouled by McKinley, who arrived very late on the scene. Well, very intelligent play this by Bannon, getting in behind the Celtic defence, but there was no one waiting in the middle for that beautifully set up chance. Now Berry with Grant. Oh, superb play by McStay. This is McAvennie. Came from Bannon, that's a throw to Celtic. Stark to McStay. Here's Morris. Celtic, of course, with the luxury of that one-goal lead, can be more patient in the build-up. It really is a crucial lead, that. Here's the man who provided it, Mark McGhee, and that's the penalty kick. Tackle, referee David Syme is adamant. And there's going to be trouble here for a half player, I think, for dissent. Well, it was a very simple looking incident, this. McGhee trying to turn at the edge of the box, taken from the back there by McPherson, who appeared to catch him there in that challenge. And the Hearts players thought it was a stumble by McGhee. Referee Syme thought otherwise. And Dave McPherson has now been booked. Celtic have a marvellous opportunity to make it 2. There's Alec MacDonald on his feet. Eamon Bannon having a chat with Henry Smith. Ian Ferguson will do so also. The referee waving Ferguson away, and Roy Aitken, the skipper, will take the penalty. His first of this season and a vital one at that. It's Aitken against Henry Smith. 2-0 to Celtic. 8 minutes from half time. Smile on the face of the Celtic captain Roy Aitken tells all. Not too convincing. Going under the body of Henry Smith, but hitting enough power to make it 2-0 to Celtic. And Alan McLaren has persisted with his protest, and he has been ordered off. Well, Alan McLaren showing the folly of youth. The referee Syme will stand for no nonsense, you can be sure of that. Alan McLaren leaves the field. Referee Syme, McGhee clearly will not tolerate dissent. Alec MacDonald is on the track. Clearly very upset indeed. 2-0 to Celtic, and Hearts are now reduced to 10 men. Oh no, this is in danger of getting out of hand. A very tough tackling there was Tosh McKinlay. Here's real trouble now. Tosh McKinlay involved in that late tackle, and then attacked by some Celtic players. Mick McCarthy was the first player there. What action will now be taken by referee Syme about this? Well, always a potentially explosive match, but Mick McCarthy will be in serious trouble now. He was the player first in on Tosh McKinlay, and referee Syme with that red card in his hand. McKinlay was the player who made the tackle on stop. McKinlay is ordered off. Now what action will be taken against Mick McCarthy? And the red card also for McCarthy. Well, what drama here at Celtic Park. McKinlay ordered off for the tackle on start. McCarthy ordered off for the retaliation on McKinlay. And now it's 10 against 9. Billy McNeil now on the track, trying to calm down the Celtic players. Tommy Craig is pulling him all together. Referee David Syme now certainly having to earn his match fee. Well, there's the tackle that's upset the Celtic players. And there was McKinlay again, clashing with Chris Morris. Billy Stark took the full brunt of that. And David Syme right in the middle of that. What horrendous scenes here at Celtic Park. Tosh McKinlay certainly guilty of a very bad tackle on Billy Stark, no question about that. And McCarthy, with his experience, should have known better than to react the way he did. So referee Syme involved in an explosive few minutes here, resulting in Celtic being ahead by 2-0. Hearts feeling thoroughly aggrieved about the penalty kick, which made it 2-0 to Celtic. And then the tackling getting totally out of hand. There's Neil Berry. So the Hearts defence reorganised with Berry at central defence with McPherson kitted right back. Here's Eamon Bannon setting it up for Galloway. Brilliantly saved by Bonner. Good move this from Hearts, showing lots of spirit. Bannon going down with a late challenge, and there was the shot, well taken by Bonner. Feelings running high, especially in the Hearts camp. There's Cahoon. Now Gary Mackay. Cahoon takes over. Tackled by McStay and brought down by Rogan. A late tackle by Rogan, and the last chance perhaps in the first half for Hearts to get a goal which would give them hope for the second half. Dave McPherson joining his front men. Well struck by Ferguson, that's a corner kick. Well, there really are very few players in the country better striking a dead ball than Ian Ferguson. And Bonner had no thoughts other than to play that over the top. There's Eamon Bannon now with the corner kick. Bonner comes for it. Makes a fine catch. And there goes the half-time whistle. As Bonner made the catch, the referee brought this hectic, dramatic first half to an end. Celtic go off with a 2-goal lead. But much more important perhaps for the Hearts cause in the second half is the fact that they've been reduced by two players, both fullbacks, ordered off. Alan McLaren from descent, Tush McKinley for a foul on Billy Stark. Mick McCarthy also ordered off. There's another tense moment here as the referee comes in. The Hearts players being waved away there by Brian Whittaker to make sure there is no incident. So with the half-time score, Celtic 2, Hearts 0. Don't go away, we'll be right back with the second half. Faced as he returns to the stadium and to the playing surface with a very dramatic first half over, and he now has to ensure that things remain calm for the start of the second half. Hearts with 9 men, Celtic with 10. But in all fairness, there was nothing else the referee could have done in these circumstances, it appears to me. Alan McLaren guilty of persistent dissent, resulting in the red card being shown, and then Tosh McKinley really with a very, very heavy tackle on Billy Stark, being shown the red card, with Mick McCarthy being foolish enough to become involved in the retaliation. So now Hearts have a major task ahead to work something of a miracle, I suspect. But here's Anton Rogan, and a fine save by Henry Smith. Well, very important save that was indeed by Henry Smith. It was Mike Galloway been put in trouble by Anton Rogan's tackle. Rogan quickly on his feet, McAvennie wanted the ball played inside, and Smith was there. Ferguson making life difficult for Aitken. The ball swirled in the air. Rogan with a pass back. Well, Hearts urgently require the goal to put new spring in their steps if they're to make a real contest of this now. Here's Chris Morris. McGhee. Burns waits at the far post. McAvennie at the near post area, and that's good goalkeeping again by Smith. The ball is played in here. It's deflected into the path of McAvennie, hooked it back in front, but there was Smith. Ian Ferguson, inside it goes to Mackay. Cahun, good play from Hearts, retaining possession well as they have to with shortage of manpower. There's John Cahun now trying to make a cross. Shot from Mackay, it was Billy Stark back defending. That really was fine play by Hearts. And they are showing plenty of spirit. There's Dave McPherson. Too high for Galloway. This is Cahun. Well, Galloway collects. This is Dave McPherson. He showed himself willing to link in midfield, but that's picked up by Paul McStay. There's McGhee. Good running by Stark. Bannon going back to match him. Well, turned over the top by Henry Smith, but the linesman's flag was up. The goal kick before and Stark pulled it back. Well, it must have bent out, I think, and back in, because Stark certainly reached it before the byline. Stark. In goes Bannon. Now Cahun. Fouled by Morris. Now Hearts playing in controlled fashion now, trying to keep their passes short and accurate and keep the ball when they have the opportunity. Ian Ferguson looking for a shooting chance, and it was deflected, so Bonner was preventing a corner kick. There was Ian Ferguson forcing his way into that shooting position. You see a deflection there, so that's good goalkeeping by Bonner. Paul McStay. The gap opens up towards McAvennie. And it was almost an own goal, I think. Henry Smith doing well. Mount collects that from Neil Berry. Well, another life for Hearts here. It was played in beautifully by McStay. There was Kidd going with McAvennie. It came off Walter Kidd, and Smith did well. And now there will require to be treatment for referee Syme. He's taped up now by Brian Scott, the Celtic physio. Well, you can be sure referee David Syme will not want to leave the field before the end. Very hefty strapping now. Well, he's still severely handicapped, the referee, with his mobility. There's McPherson lofting it forward. There's Peter Grant. Under half an hour left in the match. Quarter-final. And there's Aitken and Mackay clashing as Mackay wants to take a quick corner kick. And an indication has been given that there's a handball decision, yes. Free kick's been given to Hearts. The hand was used to block that cross. So there's Eamon Bannon now lining up the outswinger. Dave McPherson jockeying for space. Up goes McPherson! Oh, it could scarcely have been closer. The big fella getting up brilliantly after the ball was deflected high in the air. McPherson getting up well and directing a powerful header just wide. Morris wins it, here's Bonds. And off the ball over a tangle involving Kidd and Morris. Kidd preventing Morris making the charge forward. The referee may do something about that when this move breaks down. There's Morris and McStay to McAvennie. Morris again. McStay to McGhee. Chances on for Celtic once again. Dumped away by Berry. Smith at full stretch. Now Hearts trying to hit on the break. There's McPherson, the spare man at the back. He's turned the ball out for a throw. Well, David McPherson would be entitled to feel the pace now. Morris now to McStay. There's McGhee. And again parried by Henry Smith. The flag is up for offside against McAvennie, waiting in the middle. Kick to Hearts, but look at this for superb play again from Mark McGhee, taking the pass to McStay, finding his way through the defence. The shot beaten away by Smith. McAvennie was offside. Challenge made by McPherson. Ball goes straight through to Pat Bonner. McPherson trying everything he knows. There's Aitken. Bonds back to him. McStay pops up on the right. Still McStay going past Berry, taking the ball away from Smith. Bannon's there for Hearts. There's Bonds. Well, Tommy Bonds looks to the heavens. Takes takes the pistol to the forehead in a legendary fashion. He was on his weaker foot, the right, when this came back towards Bannon, who was cut out. Dropped here to Bunn to get a good angle, and then with his right foot slanted the ball wide. Ian Ferguson goes off. The Heartsman's not too appreciative. The man going on with a brand new haircut is John Robertson. Well, against Peter Brandt. Was John Robertson. Free kick taken quickly. Try to McPherson. Here's Robertson. Away from Aitken. Rogan came in late and Galloway didn't appreciate the tackle. Here's Bannon. Al-Cahoon. The header came from McPherson. Oh, what a valiant figure he's been in the Hearts ranks this afternoon. The big central defender joining the attack as often as he can. On this occasion, with the cross came in from John Cahoon, it's McPherson who's there, attacking the ball bravely and directing it just wide of the target. Morris. McGhee is in behind Berry. And a foul by Berry on McGhee, holding him back. Fancy a race on even terms with McGhee. So there's a free kick to Celtic. There's Morris. Put on by Berry. Galloway collects. It's one for Cahoon to chase. A little wrestling there with Grant. Grant for the handoff. Cahoon was the victim, so it's a free kick to Hearts, and of course their dead ball expert from this position, Ian Ferguson, is off the field. He's been replaced by John Robertson. Bannon certainly has ability to swerve free kicks from this position. Four-man Celtic wall. There goes Bannon. Beautifully struck by Bannon, and suddenly Hearts are right back in the match. Hearts fans elated now. 18 minutes remaining, and the Celtic wall clearly not doing its job. Right into the corner with lots of power from Bannon. Aaron McDonald at his feet, he now sees hope. And last the Hearts, provided by Bannon's fourth goal of the season. Robertson controlling it. And a blow in the face by Robertson and Bonds. The referee didn't appear to see that. There goes Rogan. This could be the clincher. Well, no, that was a bad incident which the referee clearly missed. John Robertson and Tommy Bonds flashed off the ball, and the Celtic players now complaining to the referee. Well, I think we have a very clear view of this. There are the two players together now. Look here, there's the right hook to the chin. John Robertson, a very lucky man indeed. Back to start. There's McAvennie now. McGhee at the near post, Bonds at the far post. There's McGhee. And carefully turned aside there by Galloway. Line for a corner kick to Celtic. McGhee has remained on the stand. He has not come down to the track or the dugout. Even though the second half must have lasted a long time for him. There's McPherson for Hearts. Well, he's played with incredible stamina and determination, McPherson. Here he goes again. Bannon up in support on the left. And there goes the final whistle. Celtic go through to the semi-final of Scottish Cup. Referee David Trine made it to the end after that calf injury. And Hearts producing a valiant second half performance, which did them immense credit after losing their discipline late in the first half. They are the Hearts fans who appreciate greatly the efforts which were made. Eamon Bannon pulled one back, they couldn't get another, and at the end of the day, Celtic could go into the semi-final draw. John Cahan taking hands with the officials. McAvennie goes off. The mixed reception from the Celtic fans. The final score at Celtic Park: Celtic 2, Hearts 1.
Mark, the winner of the Mr. Superfit Award, is there something special for you about playing against Hearts?
No, not really. I mean, it's one of these things that, again, today was a very important game for us, and as most games against Hearts are, therefore, I mean, I'm well motivated and seem to do well against Hearts. You know, it's just one of these things.
Well, the first evidence of your motivation came in the 17th minute when you scored that goal. How did you see it?
Well, really, I only remember that Mick McCarthy had a long clearance, a header out of defence, and I seemed to be the first to react to it, and I got on the end of it, and after that it was just a matter of keeping my head down and make sure my shot was on target, and it found the net.
Of course, you were involved also in the penalty incident. How did you remember that?
Well, Dave McPherson seemed to hesitate. I think really he'll be thinking tonight that he should have stepped onto that ball and launched it into the stand, but he didn't, and I was able to get in front of him, and after that, when he did react, he bumped into the back of me and knocked me to the ground. It was a penalty kick.
This, of course, the game just ended as a spectacle to some extent when the mayhem resulted from the tackle which sparked off all that trouble. As an experienced player, how do you handle that?
Well, I mean, my reaction was to try and calm down our own players, you know. So there's a lot at stake. I mean, it's a quarter-final of the Scottish Cup, but I mean, players, you know, you need to control yourself, and as you say, I mean, it's spoiled it in a lot of ways. We don't want players, we don't want the opposition sent off, you know, we'd rather beat Hearts today with 11 men. And it spoils the game, as you say, but I mean, the referee, I mean, took the action, and after that we have to go on with it.
Well, when you got on with it in the second half, it seemed to be a very difficult kind of eerie atmosphere to play in. Was that particularly difficult for you?
It was a strange atmosphere. I mean, we started the game well. We were closing them down, we were getting our passes, we got the 2 goals, and things were going well for us. Second half we seemed to become a bit disjointed, and we didn't string the passes together. We were carrying the ball a bit more than we should have done, and we made life very, very difficult for ourselves. But at the end of the day, we're in the semi-final of the Cup, and if we'd said that at the start of the game, then we would have no complaints.